Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be doing a monthly reset for you. So today's reset is going to be for September. We're currently already in the month of September. It's September 2nd, but I hadn't had time during the day to actually film any of this and I hated the lighting, so we're going to film it now. All right guys, so there's a couple things that we're going to do today. One of the first things that we're going to do is going to be reviewing my goals for September. So I haven't done one of these videos in the past. I have had goals, but I've tracked them in so many different ways. So I found someone who tracked them on Excel, and it honestly is probably perfect for me because I can access it anywhere and I can edit it anywhere. So in today's video, we're going to be reviewing goals, reviewing my budgets. We're going to create a Pinterest board. We're going to look for 2 new recipes to try this month, and we're going to play a game by myself. Part of being alone, part of enjoying my own company is doing things by myself. And I would go out and get food and eat by myself, but I actually have my car in the shop right now, so I can't do that at the moment. So instead I'm gonna play a board game with myself. So I'm super excited to do that, and I'm not sponsored by them. I just really enjoy this game. So I wanna start off by going over my goals for September of 2020. For now, since it's the start of it all, and previously I've had done this, but in different formats. It just didn't work out because even though it was on my calendar and something that I use super often, it wasn't something that was sustainable for me. So this is way more because I could just copy and paste this to the next one and edit things out. It's just so much easier and simpler. I've separated them into 4 different columns. The first one is the health column, so that's what I'm gonna go over now. I want to walk 5,000 steps a day. Currently, I think I'm walking about 3,000 steps a day, which isn't too bad, but it's definitely something that I want to increase. And so I put that on there as a goal for next month, and I'm going to track this goals. I want to make sure that they are SMART goals. And so the first one is the 5K step a day, and I'm going to be tracking that through my fitness tracker on my iWatch and on my phone. So then we have Move My Body, and I want to do this for 30 minutes a day, and that could be anything including yoga at home. So if I can't do a workout at the gym, I can't get there for whatever reason, like recently I've been getting off late, and by the time I need to go to the gym, the sun's down and my lights on my car were out for whatever reason, and I couldn't go to the gym, so it kind of interfered with this. So I wanted to just put Move My Body instead of go to the gym. Then one of my goals is to find a find a virtual therapist. It's always been a goal of mine to get a therapist. Anyways, I want to find a virtual one so that I can do it at home. So the next one's going to be finding a primary doctor and an OB. I haven't found one since getting on my new insurance, and so I want to make sure that I find one, so that's on my list. The next one is to make a solid morning routine and night routine. So I'm going to research it till my fingers bleed, and I'm going to find a night routine and a morning routine that really just hones in and feeds my soul. I don't know if anyone else can connect to that. The next one is eat at home unless with family or with Sweets. Sweets is my boyfriend. I want to be more mindful about eating at home, especially since I do grocery shop and I don't want any of that to go to waste. Plus, I feel like it's better for me overall, and it's something that I want to get better at. The next area is money. I want to set a monthly budget. I want to set a savings goal. So I want to set a goal to save for my back house. It's actually my garage, but I want to convert it into a back house. And so I'm going to save ideally $200 a month for that. And then I want to set overall savings and travel goals, and I want them to be separate because usually I bunch them into one and I use some of my savings for my travel for whatever, and it just becomes one big amount, and I don't know how much is allocated to what. I just kind of throw everything in there and I'm like, oh, that's all encompassing. I actually want to save purposefully and make sure I know how much is in there and how much is allocated to what area. The next thing I want to do is YouTube. So I want to focus on YouTube like I've never done before. And I actually think that I'm really excited because I'm starting off on a good foot. I feel really confident about all the steps that I have in place to keep me on track. So one of my goals is to grow my subscribers. If you notice, I didn't put a number in there. I want to not have a number in mind at the moment. In the past, numbers have kind of discouraged me, so I want to make sure that I'm not really focusing too much on my subscribers, but more doing what I love. I want to post 2 times a week on YouTube, and I have planned for it. And then I want to plan overall once a month. So I want to plan for the month. In this case, I want to plan for the month of September, all the videos that I want to do in September. And then I want to plan for the year. So I just want to go in and kind of switch things around as the year is progressing and plan for the different times of the year. So fall time comes around. In those months, I want to plan a little bit more for fall. And if I have an idea that comes up, I want to throw it inside of my plan. And then I want to plan in depth every week for at least 15 minutes. And so in depth is where I take my idea and I take it onto another Excel sheet, and I plan little steps, details, or shots that I want in that video. All right, guys, and lastly, we get to self-care. So self-care is an area that I love to do. It's basically therapy, but it's a different form of therapy for me. In this case, I want to check and update my calendar every day. I feel like that's an area that's more a mental self-care for me, because I get really overwhelmed thinking, okay, I have this, and that all in this week or all in this month, and I don't really keep track of my days very well. I notice that about myself. Numbers and dates elude me at times. To do in college all the time, I would show up to work early because I couldn't remember what time I went to work, because all my classes were at different times and we're constantly shifting and moving, and it caused me to be really, really terrible with times and dates. Next is I want to take a day off every 2 months, and this is going to be a mental health day. These are my days where I get massages or facials, I go to the gym, I get smoothies, anything. I mean, I take a hike, honestly, anything. Go back, like I said, feeds my soul is going to be that day. It's a mental health day, just to make sure that as I pour into other people's cups, kids' cups, right? My coworkers' cups, my friends' cups, you need to remember to pour into your own cup, because you can't pour from an empty cup. And I think that became so evident to me in the past 5 years of teaching, just how empty my cup could get and how much I needed to fill others' cups and I didn't feel filled. Anyways, I want to be able to stay sharp and on my game, and that's one of the ways that I really feel has helped me in the past. I want to be more set in stone about it. I get a facial every other month. That kind of goes along with that mental health. And then I want to do an at-home self-care once a week. And I want this to be kind of like a regular regimen thing that I do once a week that kind of brings me back on track. And originally I put Mondays, but honestly, I was thinking about it today as a Friday, and I just feel good and ready to refresh now rather than on Monday where I know I have to sleep and go to work the next day. So I'm gonna add that in. Friday/weekend. All right, guys, so those are my goals for September of 2020. All right, guys, so the next thing I want to go over with you guys is my September budget. So this is just my way of keeping track of where my money is going, but also purposefully saving to meet my goals. So for my September budget, I broke this up into 3 categories. They're kind of loosely broken up. The other category kind of has things that can fluctuate into like the home, but I wanted to leave them anyways. My September budget, let's start off with my home. So I have everything on here that I could think of that would relate to my home except for my mortgage payment. I do not have my mortgage payment involved in this. That is something I want to keep a little bit more close to my chest, but everything else is true and true. For my house, we have PG&E, and honestly, I'm not even gonna play with you guys. My PG&E for September already came in, and it's like $605 or something like that. PG&E, my water comes out to $90 average, gardener $75, that's set. Pest control is $45, and then food is $250. So I'm allocating $250 over to food to kind of get a baseline, because I know everything's kind of gone up. In the past I did $200, but since I know that everything, like I said, has gone up in price, I wanted to make sure that I was accounting for it, so I added an extra $50 on there. But we'll see what I end up spending. So that comes out to $1,065. Then we're gonna go down to my savings account. So like I said, I wanted to save for my back house, a travel savings, a regular savings, and a rainy day savings. The rainy day savings, all of these total out to about $750 total. And then we're gonna go to my other category. These are all the other things and debits that I have coming out. So I believe I have everything else on here. The first one is my Best Buy. The next one is my phone. I also pay $120 towards it. Next is my gym. It's about $20 a month. Then gas, and that's for my car. But I'm putting it right now at an average of $160. And that's just a roundabout number. It may change next month. Next is my security system. Stores into this backup that cost me $10. And then I have Apple Music and Apple storage, and then car insurance, which is $120. And that comes out to about $564. It brings it to a grand total of about I wish it came out to $200. It comes out to a total of about $2,379. Next, I'm going to create a September mood board. It is very, very fall related. I don't know if anyone else out there is obsessed, but I'm obsessed with the fall. I cannot wait to go to Starbucks tomorrow morning and get myself a pumpkin spice latte, like a basic bee. That is me. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna create a fall Pinterest board. All right, so I went ahead and I saved my first item. This one here, it is so cute. Okay. And this year I wanna decorate the front of my house. So I'm very, very excited to put this into use. Here is another super gorgeous, stunning, as it says, table arrangement that I really, really am liking. So I'm gonna do a couple home things. I also wanna do a couple, oh my gosh, yes, cozy. Even this, look at how subtle gorge this is. I'm so excited to go into the fall season with the Polaroid camera again, because I was like this close to buying it. So it's such a nice surprise. So this is fire. Fall ultimate bucket list, say less. What is all of this? I love Pinterest. Whatever girl goes on here, boy, non-binary, whatever human on this earth goes on here and makes these types of lists, thank you for it. The world thanks you for it. Pumpkin French toast, say less, sis. Guys, I'm so stoked. I am so stoked. Look at this gourd. Pillows, the throw blankets. Throw me a nice throw blanket, girl. Throw it my way. Let's get a little bit into the fashion for it. Like, this is me all day. That's just me. As a teacher, just know I show up as this. If I could wear my sunglasses, my sunnies, this would be me. In class, this would be me. This charcuterie board? I have no words. I have no words. I'm so freaking stoked, guys. I'm so happy I did this. This is why I was like, I know monthly resets are gonna be for me, because I need to be in this hype, mind-loving life mindset all the time. Oh my goodness, she's adorable. She is giving me a fall Emily in Paris, if you guys watch that show. Also, if you guys watched Emily in Paris, tell me below if you guys like the first season or the second season better. I personally like the first season better. The fashion just popped more on the first one. Everything just popped more on the first one. It was a lot more just like natural feeling. This is me. Yes, I have one of these boards and I'm 100% making it. And they give you options. A girl loves options. Go up here and put fall vibes and see what we get. Granola girl. Girl. Are you a granola girl? Homebody? I am now. I noticed that today. I put on my shorts. I took off my jeans, put on my shorts, and I was like, I am so happy to be home. And I was like, wow. I even said it out loud. I was like, wow. If the me pre-COVID would have heard that coming out of my mouth, she would have hit me. She would have thought that something happened. She'd be like, who hurt you? Guys, let's throw a little travel in it. That is like, I just want to camp in this. If anyone can tell me where I can camp that looks like that, that would be great. Thank you. Thank you. This, guys, should we do a fall photo challenge? I don't know how I would incorporate that in a video, but I guess this could be a shameless plug. Follow my Instagram here if you guys want to see me start to do a fall photo challenge, either in the month of September or the month of October. Once again, I'm so freaking stoked. So we'll go on to the next portion, and that is going to be my looking up 2 new recipes, which is kind of cool because it fits in with me browsing through Pinterest for like an hour. And this is just making me feel good. What was that? Now we're gonna look up 2 recipes. So I think dinner is one of my areas that I struggle with the most. I have just my key staple things that I eat over and over and over again. Now we're gonna browse. So we've typed in fall dinner recipes. I'm gonna save all this in my September Pinterest board. Currently in fall, we love all things that are roasted and all things that are soups, which I'm not mad at. I wasn't a fan of soup growing up. Ooh, this pumpkin ravioli, but I mean, honestly, that's just ravioli. I'm telling you, creature of habit over here. Almost popped off with the ravioli. Okay. Ooh, what are you? I love salmon, big fan. And this looks amazing. So I'm gonna say that this one's a winner. I'm definitely gonna try this one out. It looks amazing. So we're gonna save this. We're gonna save that to September. Now we need one more thing. This ravioli over here looks pretty good. It's not ravioli, it's shells. Say less, girl. Spicy pumpkin and pesto cheese stuffed shells. Sound nothing but scrumptious. So we're saving that, and that is it for that. Awesome. All right, guys, so now we just have our very last thing, which is play Parks on my own. All right, guys, so this is Parks. So Parks is a really cool game because it has the option of solo play, which I really enjoy. And it's not something that I have to do on my computer with, which is nice because it kind of gives me a break. Parks was gifted to me for my birthday by one of my best friends who actually introduced me to the game, and it's been one of my obsessions. It's really cool, especially if you love national parks, because it has a lot of the national parks in the US. I don't know if it has all of them or not. So I'm gonna do this. All right, guys, I decided I actually wanted to cook myself dinner beforehand. So I'm gonna cook myself salmon, potatoes, and Brussels sprouts. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy it, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below about something you think I should start incorporating in my monthly resets, or something that you loved about this one and you might take away for yourself. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys have a great day and an awesome beginning to your September, or whenever you see this. I'll speak to you guys all soon. Bye, guys.